In this video, I'm going to walk you through the development environment we're going to use to develop our e-commerce application. Okay, the development environment we're going to be using is Visual Studio Community Edition and of course SQL Server. We're not going to be using the Visual Studio Code because it's a lighter version of Visual Studio Community Edition, and it's a little bit very light, which I personally don't use it, but you can use it for anything. Like you can use it to develop any application as well as this one. So for this training, for this video, I'm going to install this Visual Studio Community Edition. To do that, I'll hop over to my browser and download Community Edition. Okay, with Visual Studio 2019, you can build virtually any application from web to mobile to game to wearables. And with powerful intelligence, this intelligence will help you to write a better code and suggest a better code for you, and you will be able to make a better decision. And we have quite a number of workloads and things to install as far as Visual Studio Community Edition is concerned. So the one we're going to be using is Community Edition, which is free to develop any kind of application. This one is around $500 and this one is around $2,000 or $3,000. This one is for small company and this one is an enterprise or larger company. So we're going to stick with this Community Edition, which can do exactly what professional can do, except that professional edition needs to, you can collaborate when you can collaborate with other developers when you're using professional edition. And if you are unable to download the Visual Studio setup file, you can open it in another browser. Then once you go to download, let's see if Chrome will be able to open it. I think their website is a little bit slow this time around, probably my network. So let's click on download Visual Studio. But it's not going through. If it's not going through, just use another browser. Click on download Community Edition. Go to downloads, then Community Edition. Okay. So the download issue could be as a result of my browser cache or something. Well, you get the idea. Okay, so I've been able to download this a number of times. So I'm going to open the folder and click on any of the setup. But I'm not going to use this because I don't know, I'm finding it difficult to install it. But if you are finding it difficult to install it, just let me know. I can send you the older version, which is this version, Community Edition 1.0. I mean 16.0. I already have it installed. So after this section, everything will be downloaded. Just a small file, but at the end of it all, you have a bigger picture of what to select. Since I already have everything installed, I'm going to close this now because I don't want a conflict with the one I have installed. So I'm going to launch the Visual Studio installer from my program, Visual Studio installer, which is still the same thing, but this one has been installed, so I don't have to connect to the internet to get things out. Now I already have Community Edition installed. I can decide to modify, launch, update, and all that. So I'm not going to do that for now. I just want to modify. But for your home, you will see install. Just like if you come to available now, we have installed. So you have access to this. Make sure you select Community Edition, not the preview version, but the stable version. This just like this one. Okay, so I'm going to click on the modify, but you click on install, and this will automatically show all the necessary files to install for me. And for you to install anything, let me show you all the workloads that you must install. before you continue. All right, so you must select this by default. Maybe I think most of it will be selected. So you have to select um, ASP.NET and web development. You don't need Azure for now. We're not going to be using Azure for this program. We don't need Python development, but if you're interested in Python development, you can select that one. So the more the the workload selected, the more the number of downloads and the number of total space required. So next thing is going to select .NET Desktop Development. Select this one. That's 2. Select mobile development with .NET. That's 3. If you want to develop for Universal Windows application, you can select this, but it's not compulsory. You really need this 1, 2, 3. I mean 1, 2, 3. Therefore, this one is mobile development with C++. We are not going to be using that. Then the next one is game development with Unity. If you like, you can select it if you like, but if you are not interested in game development, just deselect anyone, because the more you deselect, the bigger the number of things you have to download. The next thing is just deselect every other one that is being selected and select the one I told you to select. Make sure you select this Visual Studio Development extension, then select .NET Core Cross-Platform Development. So you are supposed to select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you like, and select Node.js as well and Python. So you decide which one you go for, but you need those 6 selected features must be present and must be installed on your machine before you can use Visual Studio. And after that, instead of modify, you are going to see install. But personally, I prefer download all then install. So you can select download all then install, then you click on install. Once you do that, it's going to take about 45 minutes to 1 hour to install and launch everything. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to set up the environment, how to get started, and how to go about software development, and we're going to start our e-commerce website web development in the next video. Thank you.